Now you've told me that your one of your most influential games that you ever played was Journey, right?
Yeah.
So much so. You love Journey so much. Tell me what Journey means to you. Fucking bitch. Body shit.
Journey means combos for days. Um, the first time I played Journey was at a festival that we have here in Austin called Fantastic
Festival? You
Festival.
played this at a festival?
Yeah, I played it before it was released. Played it at a festival, and it was just only the first like level and stuff like that. And I thought it was extremely interesting, but I didn't understand like what the premise of it was, of course. And so when it
God.
finally came out, it released it. If you pre-ordered it, you got it a week before its official release or something
Oh,
like
wow.
that. And that pre-release happened to be on my birthday.
Oh.
So for me, it was like, something really, like just like something cute, like, oh, it's on my birthday, birthday present to me, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I ended up playing it and I cried for about
Oh,
30
wow.
minutes straight. Like that game like had me in tears. It just had me extremely emotional, and I felt like I needed an outlet about it. Like I needed to get these emotions out because the game and the music score had touched me so much that I just felt like
Oh my god. Alright. I was trying to kamikaze both of us, but no, you had to move. Alright.
Yeah, so I cried, and I ended up writing a blog post about it on a Tumblr page for
Okay.
Journey. And from there, somebody tweeted my blog post to the composer for the music score, which is Austin Wintry.
Someone sort of tagged me in a thing to send me there because somebody wrote this about apotheosis. I'm going to read you part of this. Apotheosis is the name of the piece of music at the end of the game. They wrote, "Never in my life have I listened. It is the feeling of knowing you are truly alive, that I have a beating heart and a soul, that I am human, and because I am, I can accomplish great things, that I can create and destroy, I can build bonds or choose to walk in a different direction, that I'm able to love and to be loved, that I'm able to give life to another. I've never had this happen to me because of a song. Memories of my journey with strangers who I've come to love flash over and over through my mind, mixed in with important events of my life here on this earth, and at the end, all I can see is the light on top of the mountain, knowing my own real journey is not over. But all I know is that when it is all over, whenever that will be, regardless of my trials and however high the mountain, I will not be finishing it alone."
From there, Austin Wintry wanted to know who had written that.
I emailed the webmaster and I said, I want to know who wrote that. And it's not because I want to sort of hear them say all this to me. I want to know the kind of person that takes the hour that it takes to write something like this. I want to know what kind of other games they like, what other kind of music they're into, because the person who takes the time to write this is fundamentally interesting. And I want to know that person.
And we eventually we got in contact through Twitter.
Well, amazingly, I was able to track that person down. There was no name on it, but I was able to track the person down.
He ended up talking to me and just, asking me a little bit about what I had written. And it was just a really cool experience because eventually he was going to be passing through Austin.
By good fortune, I was going to be passing through Texas a few months later, and turns out that's where they live, so I reached out, and I got to meet, oh, god damn it again, I got to meet this person!
So we ended up meeting.
We actually managed to find a place to meet up, and she came with cookies that were amazing.
And I brought him a cookie or something.
And I got to sit there and ask her all sorts of questions and do all those things that I in some prior era would have never had the ability to do. And it was amazing, and I would still call her a friend.
And
Nice.
It was just awesome that, to meet someone who had created something that had moved me so much.
Yeah.
So
And I've
to
heard
this day,
I've heard
you
the
know,
soundtrack is very good. The soundtrack to it is very
oh
good.
yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful soundtrack. So, you know, to this day, Journey means a lot to me. It's a game that I can play over and over again, and I have played it like dozens of times.
Uh-huh. Oh my god! Why do you have so much shit? How did you discover The Last of Us? What got you into it?
I'm pretty sure it was E3.
Oh, okay.
The E3 before the game release.
And you're like, look at this
That-
game. Look at
Yeah,
this game.
look at this. Look at how beautiful this game is. That's
Nice.
pretty much it. So I was super, like, I think the week after it launched, started playing it, finished it in 2 like 9-hour sittings because I took my sweet time, and I was
Yeah.
also retarded, so I died a few times. Because I thought the mechanics of the game were a little clunky at first, so I would die a lot because I would do stupid things because I didn't get to have like Joel and Ellie do what I wanted them to do.
What
because
you
I
wanted
was
them to
dumb.
do?
Yeah, because I was dumb.
Well, why'd you want them to do?
No, just like if I wanted to run in a certain direction or shoot in a certain direction, I would just die. Because like I didn't get the game mechanics very well.
Oh my god, noob.
Until I was like a few hours in. Like halfway through the game, I finally get the hang of it.
You're
I
so
shot
bad.
at
We are so bad at the game. Yes! I need to run! I need to
you
run and
decided to
teabag you
crouch.
immediately! Well, how was it like playing The Last of Us? Was there a particular moment in the game where you're just like, holy fuck, this is the game right here?
Just though, like the graphics and definitely having Sarah die at the beginning of the game.
Uh-huh.
That fucking just broke me.
Yeah.
I was like, no, baby girl.
No, baby girl.
It was just,
Yeah.
it definitely.
I was
definitely,
like, what game am I playing here?
Basically.
Ah!
I've been behind you for like a minute.
No way!
Rex.
Oh my god. Yes!
No way!
Yes!
How did
Oh
that happen?
I got sharpshooter, bitch.
Definitely.
Oh,
How?
your
No
damage
way.
wobble? Your damage wobble pushed me up and I got the headshot because it was the damage wobble. Oh, I'm so epic.
So stupid. I have a question for you, Justin. I know this is whatever.
The-
At the end
you-
of the game, did you kill the doctors?
Yes, I fucking
Yeah,
lit them up.
I've killed the fuck out
I
of them.
fuck killed
was
the
like, no,
fuck out of them.
fuck
I was like, oh,
everyone.
can I kill them? Oh, I can kill him. Oh, I can kill her. I'll kill her.
And I needed to happen. Really?
How did you discover the multiplayer? How did you discover factions?
I just clicked on factions. I was actually really surprised that it had a multiplayer to begin with. I was not expecting it at all, but when it said, you know, when I read what factions was, I was like, oh, okay, you know, let's see how this turns out. But of course, I was like a deer in headlights, and I was really, really
Yeah.
scared of moving.
Yeah.
I was really afraid of like moving. So my first game ever was on Lakeside, and I remember just hiding.
Ah,
and,
camper.
Like, being really scared to be seen.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's why it solidified it for me to be a very sneaky player, because I didn't like to be up in the fight.
Yeah, I think you said it best when I first played with you. One of the first times I played with you, I said, well, you know, why do you like to, you know, rock this like Cobra Training 3, you know, you crouch walking with the bow. I was like, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be seen. Who was the earliest friend you made on The Last of Us?
Dank Trichome. One of my fondest memories is with him actually on this game, because we were still very, very, very new to the game. We got into a match and we were getting wrecked by the other team because there were like levels like 80 and stuff like that, like 80, between 80 and 100. So they were like a lot more experienced than we were. So we were getting our asses kicked. So it was just down to the two of us, and then we were walking with each other, trying to keep each other alive. And it came to the point where we both ran out of bullets. Both of us ran out of bullets.
No way.
And so all we did was just started running. We just started running in circles. We didn't have any boxes. And we also didn't realize that you could buy ammo. Like, to
Oh
this
my
point,
God.
I had never got into my backpack to buy ammo. Like, I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know you could buy armor because I felt
Oh
like
my
the only
God,
time you
you're
could
such
buy,
an idiot.
I felt the only time you could buy armor was when, you know, the little armor sign pops up that you have enough parts to buy
You're
it,
so
and
retarded. Even I knew that. Oh my
it
God.
prompts you to press the button. I thought that only when that thing came up, that was your chance to buy armor. And
That
if you
is
didn't pick it, well,
stupidity
you were
right there.
fucking straight out of luck.
That is stupidity. Ugh.
Yeah, says the fucking guy who thought you had to keep tapping triangle to open the box.
I think
Shut
I'm
up.
not the only one who thinks that. I
Only
thought that
one.
made it go faster. How did you first learn about the subreddit for The Last of Us, and how did you become a moderator for it?
I frequently used Reddit. And after a while of playing, I was like, oh, maybe there's a subreddit for The Last of Us factions. And lo and behold, yes, there was. The subreddit looked really, 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 really bad.
It looked
You know,
bad.
it looked really bad. And I had become friends with the other moderators. We ended up talking, and I offered up. I said, listen, I know a little bit of CSS and coding, you know, I could maybe spruce up the subreddit a little bit.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay. So after that, they, you know, put me on as moderator, and I tried to do the best I could. You know, Reddit is it's a little class of its own in terms of coding. You know, I knew a little bit, but I didn't know, like, a ton of it. So I tried to make it as best as I could. I would say the way the subreddit looks now is so much better, but I think I laid out the foundation of what it looks like now. After a while, I got into a car accident, and I went into like a really deep depression
Aww.
because of how the way my parents reacted to it. It wasn't good for me. So I stopped playing video games, and I stopped going online.
That was going to be my next question. My next question was, why did you go on this long hiatus, this long break from playing The Last of Us? And you tell me that you get into a car accident, you get depressed, and you just stay away from all video games or all things like this?
Yeah, all video games. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
How
bad was the car accident?
Like, I couldn't go to work anymore because of it, and I just felt really depressed. I felt like I had, like, monumentally fucked up so much that I just fell into this depression where all I would do was just, like, sit in my room and sleep all day because I didn't want to do anything else because I was just sad. So I told Jigsaw and the Birds of Mine that I was, like, that they didn't have to be a moderator anymore because I wasn't doing anything. You know, I was just missing in action, so I didn't feel like I deserved to have a moderator title if I wasn't providing moderating to the subreddit. And they said, no, it's fine. You can keep your mod status. We'll like when you get back, it's fine. You and your fucking sharpshooter.
Get wrecked.
After I got over my depression and I started playing video games again, Final Fantasy XIV had just come out, so I played that for a long time instead of The Last of Us.
Okay. So that's wonderful. Oh my God, you're fantastic. Isn't she fantastic, everyone? She's garbage. Don't listen to her.
Yeah.